As we continue on, one of the marquee matchups here.
Folks, before we get to the bowling
ball.
match, I would like to remind you we will have extra security around the ring.
Extra security?
If Timur the Great does get involved, he will be suspended from New Texas Pro Wrestling immediately. With that being said, the bowling contest is a non-title singles match set for one fall.
Well, fans, Izzy James has had an incredible year here in New Texas Pro, also capturing that NWA Texas title, also making the PWI 500 once again in his illustrious career. But Bryan Keith, once stood atop New Texas Pro as the longest reigning New Texas Pro champion at 834 days.
An unbelievable run for Izzy James thus far. Has not been pinned or submitted since his return here to New Texas Pro Wrestling, and he is on a run of a lifetime.
Izzy James, like you said, Dan, since returning to New Texas Pro, 15-0, has not been pinned or submitted in over a year.
I know, I just said that. I appreciate you reiterating it.
Oh, well. It stands to be reiterated. I mean, it's quite an accomplishment for Izzy James, the year that he's had. We talk about the 2025 that Danny O'Ryan has had. Izzy James has had one heck of a calendar year.
Oh, damn. Now this is why I couldn't wait. Blowing on that Indo, GameCube, Nintendo. I've been waiting for this one for a long, long time.
Oh, how I've missed that song here in New Texas Pro from the bounty hunter, Bryan Keith. We talk about reiterating, I'll reiterate it again. The longest reigning New Texas Pro champion at 834 days. Bryan Keith has gone on to do incredible things in AEW, getting in the best shape of his career and becoming one of the top rising stars on AEW Collision. Absolutely one of the main marquee matchups that fans here tonight in attendance were here to see.
If there's anyone that represented New Texas Pro more proudly, it was this man, Bryan Keith, called out last month by Izzy James. An incredible test for James.
Yeah, BK headlined my first ever New Texas Pro show when I was a fan. That super fight matchup against him.
Once again, folks,
and
the following contest is a non-title singles match set for one fall. It is brought to you by Double T. Introducing first, to my left, from the gutters of Houston, Texas, he is both the Lone Star Champion and the NWA Texas Champion, the Gutter Snake, the best in the busy, Izzy James. His opponent, from Greens Point, Texas, representing Swisher House, he is the Bounty Hunter, the Underground King, Bryan Keith.
You know, to this day, it is still strange to hear Bryan Keith being introduced without the addendum that he is also the New Texas Pro World Champion. It has been 2 years since Bryan Keith has competed for New Texas Pro
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
All right, Austin, that's enough. I miss y'all too.
And he's got something to say.
And I know you guys are fans of New Texas Pro Wrestling. So I know you've been watching all the videos of Izzy James calling out the bounty hunter. And I was watching them too. I was staying silent, but I kept thinking, why the hell does Izzy James want to whoop my ass so much? Why? You my boy. But then it clicked. He's got a lot going on. He's the Lone Star New Texas Pro Champion. He's the NWA Texas Champion. And he's going international. So what could I possibly have to offer you? And then I thought to myself, it ain't about championships. You want my spot.
Oh, wow.
You want my spot here in New Texas as one of the Texas pillars of New Texas Pro. So I say, let's fucking do it. Right here, right now, Izzy James, in the middle of motherfucking Austin, me versus you, for a spot as a pillar right here in New Texas Pro. What do you say? You feeling lucky, punk? You ready to get bit? Take this shit.
Well, guys, no titles on the line in this match, but a huge stake nonetheless as Bryan Keith putting up his spot as a Texas pillar in this matchup.
Not unheard of, as that stipulation, so to speak, has been done in the past. Trust me, I know.
Well, if there's anyone up to that task, it could be Izzy James, but you gotta wonder if that weight's just a little too heavy.
Well, Bryan Keith, as one of the Texas pillars, as we mentioned, has gone on to do incredible things in professional wrestling. Izzy James and Bryan Keith came up in the ranks together, guys, trained together at the same place. They know each other very well. Each of them have gone on to do huge things, and now Izzy just having a little bit of fun, I suppose.
Yeah, and I think Izzy just has to stay in that mindset, right? Because BK comes in, he's on TV last night, he's here in Austin for us tonight. And it's a jet setter mentality, and I know Izzy James is trying to get on that level, and for the most part, he really is. You know, he's been really getting his name out there, doing great things, especially this last year. But to become a pillar, a Texas pillar, that is huge.
Yeah, Izzy James set to head to the Far East in a couple of months. And as we were saying before, well, Izzy James is making his entrance. You know, one of the longest ever reigning Lone Star champions, NWA Texas champion. He's gotten to the best shape of his life. But this, as Bryan Keith said, about way more than just championships.
As he said, these two know each other very well, jockeying for position. A cover right there, only a 2. Real quick is now Keith changing course, getting a pin count of his own. Leg sweep right there by BK. Leg sweep now by James. These two trying to go very quickly at it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, these two real quickly showing and testing each other, trying to get the upper hand as very quickly, if somebody can relent and not get,
wow.
Right there. That might be it right there.
That's what it
BK
takes.
getting a shot in right there. That's what I was trying to get to. The first person to get the momentum in their corner could be all that it needs to be for them to secure a victory in this matchup.
You know, it looks like this bounty hunter's looking to hang him high here, getting a little bit of momentum. He's got to stay pedal to the metal. Big chop on the outside. BK feeling himself, but Izzy asking for another one. wants to prove he can take it.
Izzy wants more.
Well, Izzy wanted this matchup. This is exactly what the Gutter Snake wanted. Oh, it got a thumb to the eye right there instead.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason that he's in the spot that he is, right? It's not giving your opponent what he wants, but continuing to wrestle your match your way. And now it's just totally taking Izzy James off his game.
Yeah, I mean, like, Izzy James just kind of swinging at air right now as he's been blinded by BK. Let's see, there's the veteran move right there by BK, breaking the count.
He's so aware of his surroundings at any time, keeping his eye on the ref, knowing where he's at, understanding his opponent's positioning. BK is second to none in that ring. Oh! It's weird. Izzy James isn't asking for more of these, Dan.
I think at this point, I would be reluctant to ask for anything more from Bryan Keith as he Whoa! Here comes Izzy! Here comes Izzy!
Oh, look out! Oh, putting
suicide dive to the outside.
Body on the line. Almost going back first there.
There's so much fight left in Izzy James.
Yeah, and I think that's why he's been so successful. You know, he looks like he's down and out, but he's just got so much left in the tank, and that tank runs deep.
You know, talking about going through wars, Izzy James and Timur the Great went through a hell of a war at Super Texas Contender Series 10 just a little over a week ago. That match ending in a double countout because they went through the whole stage at the Houston Premier Arena.
And keep in mind, fans, if Timur the Great gets involved in this matchup, the Lone Star Championship opportunity that he secured during the tailgate earlier tonight will be vanquished, and Timur will be suspended immediately from New Texas Pro.
Yeah, we have some, oh, look at that. Added security around the ringside area here as we have a cover. Not enough for Izzy James.
Added security, I don't know if that's gonna be what it takes to keep Timur the Great at bay. If he wants to go after Izzy James, he will go after Izzy James. Remember, ever since the 8th day being disbanded, Timur the Great has been unhinged. Nothing to bridle that aggression from the vengeance, the wrath of Timur the Great so far. Just like Izzy James is being able to hold off Bryan Keith now with shots in the corner.
Counting him off with the crowd. Oh, nice stop there from BK. Oh, look at that. Grabbing at the face, maybe almost raking at those eyes.
Chop to the chest, capitalizing with a cover, only a 1 count on that lateral press.
And I think that 1 count says a lot about where BK is in this match, right? It's not just about staying down, collecting yourself. He's letting Izzy James know he's not even close to being on his level, especially at this point in the match.
Well, you don't get to be New Texas Pro World Champion for over 800 days by just laying down. You got to be able to kick out at one. You got to be able to have so much gas in that tank. And he's not running on ethanol. He's running on diesel power. To borrow a phrase.
Oh my God. Wow, what a lariat.
Could hear the guttural thud off that lariat, but it was not enough as BK kicked out. And this marquee matchup continues between these two hosses. And guys, we talk about the pillars, but also what could possibly be at stake. Like, think about it. Izzy James being the NWA Texas champion, Bryan Keith being a contracted AEW talent. You're literally seeing NWA versus AEW right before your eyes.
And this is the only place to see it is New Texas Pro Wrestling. Oh!
Sidestepping that missile drop kick. Now BK sending the gutter snake down to the outside.
Yeah, you see how BK was not quick to capitalize, maybe looking for a count-out victory here. Telling the referee to count.
I mean, that legendary position of being one of the Texas pillars now at stake. BK could be at any point willing to do whatever it takes to maintain that status.
Izzy James staggering around in the front row here.
Now keep in mind, I mean, we've seen BK do tremendous things here, but BK has had one of the most legendary names in professional wrestling that he's learned under in his time in AEW. You gotta believe during that time, he hasn't just not listened or not learned anything at all.
Yeah, I mean, he is still the same wrestler that we've seen before, but you know, the smarts get smarter, he gets stronger, he gets a little bit faster. He's a little bit of a different breed, BK, now coming back to New Texas Pro.
Yeah, Bryan Keith has always been an entity, an enigma here in New Texas Pro, only getting better, only getting stronger. But Izzy James says, bring it on, as his back on the textured asphalt, still asking for more from the bounty hunter. And those kicks, those famous kicks of Bryan Keith being introduced to the chest cavity of Izzy James.
Oh,
and another
my God.
one. And now that aggression of Bryan Keith coming out.
Oh, Izzy James just absolutely relentless, asking for another. This time it went to the face.
Oh, no.
And the lip readers on stream can easily tell the discourse between James and Keith as Keith breaks the count. So this mayhem will continue on the outside.
BK now getting position, looking for a big move on Izzy James. Izzy fighting it off, aware of what could await him if he doesn't try to find a way out of it. Oh, a big chop right there.
See that sweat fly off the chest of James?
BK now sending James into the ring. The bounty hunter looking to put things away now, as James now just desperately trying to get a chop. It really had seemingly no effect whatsoever. Oh, that one got a little bit more mustard on it, as now James looking to build on some of that right there. You can see the adrenaline starting to kick up there. Oh, BK caught that chop right there. Third time wasn't the charm for the gutter snake. Big exploder suplex from BK. Here's a cover. Only a 2 count as the gutter snake kicks out.
Yeah, Keith changing levels there. Those strikes right into that suplex. I mean, taking Izzy James over like that and keeping him on the mat is going to win you this match.
Bryan Keith just so aggressive.
Yeah,
and you might not be able to tell from his demeanor as he walks out into the ring and issues this challenge to Izzy James here tonight. But once you get into deep waters into a contest with Bryan Keith, his aggression seems to increase at an exponential rate, as he is jaw-jacking right now with someone who has a championship but is coming into this match as a challenger.
Now you can see right there that whatever BK is saying is firing up Izzy James.
Oh, no.
Well, it looks like the tape is coming off.
Yeah,
it looks like
this might be getting personal here.
we're going to take things down to the back alleys right here in Austin, it seems. Big shot right there from the gutter snake. Oh, huge lariat from the bounty hunter. Both men now are down. Oh, the crowd.
Bryan Keith telling Izzy James to take a spot. He's going to have to earn it. And both men earning it right here tonight at the Empire Control Room. Hashtag We Know Ball. Thank you, everyone, for watching on IWTV. Join in the conversation because there's so much to talk about here tonight as both men begin to stir.
The crowd is really getting behind Izzy in this match, where BK is such a fan favorite. I'm really surprised.
Oh, look at this!
Up and over goes BK.
Missing on that boot. Izzy picking up BK, slamming him down, followed up by a combination senton. And the gutter snake beating on his chest, feeling the momentum. Coming in with a big spear into the corner, building up momentum, going the opposite way, spinning around. No, this time got caught. Big exploder into the corner from the bounty hunter.
We've seen that be so lethal from BK in this match already, but into the corner, it's even more devastating.
Oh my goodness, that knee on the face cover. Only a 1 count.
My God.
What? Izzy James trying to kick off the cobwebs. Here comes the Tiger Emerald driver. Connects. This match is over. No, it's not. Izzy James kicked out of the Tiger Emerald driver, the very move that BK has used to hold that title for over 800 days.
This is exactly what Bryan Keith was trying to pull out of Izzy James. This sort of tenacity, this fight from the Lone Star champion is exactly what Bryan Keith wanted.
Yeah, but you got to be careful what you wish for, because Izzy James is still in this thing, and this could be a punishing retribution from James if he can get back into this fight.
This has been a test of a lifetime for Izzy James, and it could be coming to an end right here. No!
Izzy James countering. Powerbomb of his own, stacking him up, shoulders down. Only 2, missing on a kick. Got the back kick, however. Izzy James calling for the snake bite off the ropes. Connects!
Side of the head. BK, middle of the ring.
Snake
Nowhere
bite.
to go.
Could Izzy do it? Oh, a kick out of the snake bite. BK kicked out a snake bite.
Oh, hang on. Wait.
Well, look at this. In the entranceway, Timur the Great is coming out here.
Camera guy fucking. Now this is starting to fall apart here as Timur the Great is being held back.
As we said,
That's
added
Timur.
security. Timur trying to come out. Izzy James took his eye off the ball and got a knee to the head. Oh no, BK, double underhook. Looking for that Tiger Emerald driver.
Oh!
Hurricane
Where did that
Rana.
come from?
Shoulders down, no. Only 2, Izzy. Now lining up BK, off the ropes he goes. Looking for snake bite, a flying headbutt.
Unbelievable counter from the bounty hunter.
Picking Izzy up. Tiger Emerald driver. And BK still
The winner of this match, the Bounty Hunter, Bryan Keith.
Out of the 16 matches that Izzy James has had since coming back, 15 straight wins just put to an end as the Bounty Hunter collected here in Austin.
Izzy James left it all in the ring, but took his eye off the ball when Timur the Great came out, held back by security, and all of a sudden, a sea change occurred. You saw that knee connect, and Izzy James fighting back as hard as he could, just didn't have enough to knock off the Bounty Hunter.
Izzy James had his sights diverted, like you said, Eric, as Timur came out, and that was just enough to throw Izzy off his game and take his eye off the
give me
ball.
a minute. There you have it, Izzy. There's the fucking answer. But to be honest, everybody here that reps and pours their blood, sweat, and tears into this shit right here for Texas wrestling. Everybody who comes out that curtain and sacrifices their life for these people of Texas wrestling. In the end, we're all pillars. But remember this, some pillars hold more weight than others. My friend Izzy, there's no denying you've earned your weight a very, very long time ago. You've been the man, You gonna be the man, and in the motherfucking future, if anybody's got a question, you know deep down inside, motherfucker, we do this shit for Texas wrestling. Thank you.
Mutual respect by two of the originals here.
Let's hear it, Austin fucking Texas!
Two legends here in New Texas Pro. Bryan Keith, Izzy James leaving it all out here. And I gotta agree with BK. As time goes on, and Izzy James represents Texas, Dan, he knows where he stands.
What a fight we saw here tonight. What an unbelievable performance by both of these individuals. Izzy James still walking away with most of his championships, but earning the respect of the bounty hunter, Bryan Keith.